Now we've got more of a sunset. Over here we have a reef. Over there we have a reef. And in the middle we have a gap in the reef. So what we're doing is we're going to be fishing tonight for larger fish and smaller fish. Let's just embrace what we have for a second, fam. Western Australia has the best sunsets, and I'm biased because I'm from Western Australia. Look at this. Look how that evening night glows. Look at it. The silhouette, seagulls flying close to the water. There's no breeze, just out of a good casting distance. There's a fairly deep hole here. So there's a point here and a point here. Wherever you go along a beach and you see a big indent in the beach, you know that's deep. So this sticks out. And reef there, reef there. The only headache is if we do hook something, it's probably going to try and take us in the reef. All right, so see this here? What we've got a little red siloam stick. This is the best way to bring fish to your baits at night. So what that does is you put your line through the tube, and then you put your siloam stick through the tube, okay? And what we've got with the LED lights, you can see everything, fam, okay? And it's also good for safety because I can see what's happening near the water. I'm going to use a little cross-line swivel there. Okay, these have a breaking strain of 77 pound, which is not that much, but it should be enough for what we're fishing for tonight, okay? The more terminal tackle you have in a rig, right, the less sensitive it is to bites, especially when you're using monofilament. So that's why I try and limit it to sort of like 1 or 2 swivels, right? So what we'll have is we'll tie our braid to a swivel, have a little bit of fishing line monofilament to the crossline swivel. The problem that I've got is if you tie the monofilament to that, for some reason the rig always wraps around your main line, okay? And what we're going to do, we're not really going to fish with gangs. What I'm going to do is just have a single mustad suicide hook. But on a beach when you fish, when you've got tide coming in and current and all that sort of stuff, you do need to use swivels. Otherwise, when you do finally hook that fish of a lifetime, you don't have enough terminal tackle, the twist in your line will snap it off. What we've got here, as you can see, that's just a very basic single hook paternoster rig with a cross-line swivel in the middle. Now the thing is, when you're fishing reefy country like this, if you lose 2 hooks, you lose 2 hooks. Becomes expensive after a while, okay? So when you do your bait presentation, see how I have the eye and the point of the hook showing? That's a very well presented bait, okay? First bait of the night. 70% cast, directly in front, no sea snakes. Rightio. Just landed. Now with the sinker on the bottom of the rig, what that enables me to do, right, is load that up straight away. So I've got bottom, everything's dead straight, beautiful. There is a bit of weed out there. Now the yellow bucket down here is our burley bucket. So what I did is I made up a burley brew before, right? Oh, let's have a look. Oh yeah, we can probably do with a refill, well spotted. Sunlight is the biggest killer of all equipment. Rightio. Hey, that is so warm. What's the old saying? Cold hands, warm heart. Right, so we've already offloaded about 4 kilos of burley. I'm just going to make a nice little reservoir for it there. Now, let's make another rig. Yeah. It's a ripper. Just going to cast out here to the left and just see what's here. All right, let me see if there's any reef here. We should be good though. That is such a smooth cast with this reel. It's a magnificent night, Bamo. Absolutely magnificent night. You know, there's not a breath of wind. We've got the camera on. Everything's working. It's lovely. When you're fishing from the beach, when you cast out 60, 70, 80, 100 yards, that's how far the bait is off the bottom. We're talking literally bumping along the bottom, okay? So I tend to put smaller bait fish on the top hook. I just seem to get better results, you know? Especially if there's a dirty, great big flathead out there. They love it. See what we have here? What'll happen is, that's what happens in the water. That's why you use swivels. So these will spin around with the current. So if the current's going this way, in the water what'll happen, your bait will turn and face the current. Okay, if the current's going that way, your bait will turn and face the current like that. And then it'll actually look like a little fish swimming, and hopefully something hits it, you know. The most popular bait fish we have in Western Australia is a little fish that's called a whitebait. That's actually called a white sprat. The blue sprat is called blue sardine. On this one, I'm casting 6 ounces, and on this one, I'm casting 6 ounces. You don't need, what you do, right, is you increase the weight of your sinker to match the conditions. So if we have a rough night, I'll cast 20 ounces and that rod can do it. I can cast 2 10-ounce sinkers on that all day with 60-pound braid. Because it's a very light night in terms of swell and conditions and that sort of thing. Mind you, the tide is starting to come in now, right? I've just got a 6 ounce, which is 150 grams. You got to remember, fishing equipment's a tool, okay? You've got to modify your tools to suit the job at hand. To see that, that's a really well presented bait. See how you can only see the eye of the hook, you can't really see the point? If a fish hits that bait, the point will emerge, right? So what you do, when you're baiting your white bait on the beach, grab your bottom hook like this, okay? And just gauge where your first point of entry is. Then what you do is you go first one underneath the lateral line. So all fish have a lateral line. It's usually where they change colour. So you go under, then you go over, right? You go under again, right, like that. And what that does is, as it straightens when it casts, and then see that last one is through, oh, I've got through the, oh, just in the cartilage there. What will happen is, when you cast your hooks out, what happens is, with the momentum of your cast, your gang hooks will straighten just through the inertia of your cast. If you've got one point underneath the lateral line, the other one over, the other one under, and the other one over, what will happen is, as it tensions the backbone, you won't lose your bait. There you go, famo, we've caught an absolutely minute stingray, okay? That was on the white bait. Let me just let this go before it harms itself. Sorry, buddy. I thought I saw you on there, but, you know. There you go, mate. Upside down. Get in there, son. All right, off it goes. See, bud, that if I cast a bit more to the right like last time, I get a fish. Rod tip on the sand. Oh, we're on. Oh, we're on, fam. Yeah, good fish. Good fish. Good bite. Well done, famo. We're on. That's a good fish. Yeah, good head shakes, fam. What is this? I'm going to just be very gentle with it. It's hit that big herring bait. We've got good head shakes, fam. Good head shakes. What is it? Rightio, come on. All right, famo. Good fish. Good fish. Good head shakes. What the hell is that? A big wirra. How are you, little fella? Or not so little fella? These things have got savage spikes on the side. I thought it was a bit bigger than that. This is a very pregnant western wirra. Back it goes. Right, they're just starting to come on. Great, I'm fishing in the maternity ward. Oh no, I'm heading off soon, Cobb. Thank you very much for the offer. Oh, hey, puppy. All right, we're on. Rightio, thanks, Cobb. How you going? I was just about to pack up. I think it's another wirra, I think. Hey? Oh no, it's like a little western wirra. They're like a little spotted cod. I think this is a stingray. Yeah, it is. Oh, good head shakes though. How you going? Good? Just letting you know I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so watch the swearing. How you going anyway? These are good head shakes. That doesn't really feel like a stinger. Hey mate, how are you? All right? Hey puppy, how you going? Don't eat that.
Hey, Shelby, leave it.
Oh, that is, hang on. That is the stingray, I think. Is it? No? Hey! Watch out, Nana. Oh, you're gummy. Beautiful. Oh, did ya?
Yeah, we'll just let it pack up and go.
Same thing, pack it up.
That's how it works, isn't it?
One more cast, you go.
Actually, no, that's not a gummy. That's a bronzy or gummy? No, that's a little bronzy. I'm going to let that go because they've got to be... Come here. Here, I'll let that go. Yeah, I just bellied up really heavy.
Yeah.
Come on, don't you bite me. All right. There you go, crew. A little bronze whaler. Come here, mate. Back it goes. Well, if that's there, hopefully there's some mulloway chasing it. See you, fella. To all our friends on YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in. To all of our friends on the old platform, please subscribe for free on YouTube, okay? I really appreciate the fact that you've given up your valuable time to come in and watch. Stay safe and stay well. Be the best person you can be every day.